Welcome back to another episode of Point of Insanity Game Studios Geekery in General podcast. I am Al, and we're going to do something a little different today. A while ago, my friend Dan and I recorded footage of ourselves playing Castlevania. This gave me an idea to maybe do the occasional show where I played video games and talked about video games and captured the video game footage. Probably going to do this with a variety of games, but one series I decided I'd try just for fun is going to be called Al's Bargain Bin Adventures. Now, I know there are other people that have done similar things like this on YouTube. I had a couple different ideas for names for what I wanted to call this series. Unfortunately, when I did search YouTube for possible names for this, most of them were taken, but Al's Bargain Bin Adventures didn't seem to be taken, so that's what we're getting. Now, the games I'm going to be playing today are going to be coming from bargain bins. So these are obviously games that didn't cost a lot of money. Does this necessarily mean they're bad games? Maybe, maybe not. We'll certainly see. But joining me today, because, if you're going to play a game you've never played before, might as well play it with a friend, or in my case, actually going to be playing it with my son today. How you doing, buddy?
Good! Please don't call me buddy, call me Alan.
Okay, Alan. Well, we're going to be playing today
Link's Crossbow Training!
Yes, and neither one of us have played this before, so this is literally the first time we've fired this up. Though, Alan, you really like the Legend of Zelda series, right?
Yup, I can't wait for Triforce Heroes, because then I hope that the Triforce Heroes will be good.
Well, you've played a few Zelda games. I introduced you to the first Legend of Zelda, which of course was the first Legend of Zelda game I ever played, because it was the first Legend of Zelda game ever made.
Duh.
Yes, and that was of course for the NES. I remember I first learned about that game, or first played it, when I was up visiting my cousin. And he had a NES, and I slept over at his house, and we stayed up late into the night playing video games like Super Mario Brothers, Castlevania, and of course The Legend of Zelda. Now, I've had a chance to let you play some of the other games from the Zelda series. We've picked up A Link to the Past. We've picked up, what was the one for the Game Boy Advance I got you? Was Minish Cap or...
Minish Cap. We also got Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker HD.
Now, Alan, you've played, of course, the 3D ones, and you've played the ones that are the overhead. Which do you like better? Do you prefer the 3D Legend of Zeldas, or do you like the overhead ones?
Well, you see, my dad does not like the 3D Zelda games except Wind Waker.
Wind Waker's kind of fun. I tried playing Majora's Mask and a little bit of Ocarina of Time. I know a lot of people like those games, and that's fine. I mean, I don't know. Zelda just doesn't seem right to me in 3D. I just personally prefer it as a 2D overhead perspective game. Though I did actually rather enjoy Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, even though that was kind of a little bit of both. It was side-scrolling and then also, of course, the overhead, but you really didn't do much in the overhead.
But, Dad, I heard that you really liked when you played Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker I played a little bit with you, and it seems kind of a cute game. I think I like the art. I like the art style.
Yeah, and it also has one of my favorite boss themes ever.
What's
the Wind Temple's boss, Mulgara, I believe.
Okay, well, without further ado, let's fire up Link's Crossbow Training. Now, like I said, this is the first time we've played this game, and okay, so I know you're supposed to play this with the zapper, but or not. I don't know if that's what they call it, the zapper, but the thing where you put it so it looks like a gun, and you've got the nunchuck in your front hand, and then you're firing with the back hand. Is that how it works, or no? It's the opposite.
It's the
opposite. There we go. Yeah, because I'm looking at the title screen here, so let's give this a shot. Press B. That's kind of unusual. Usually you press A or start when you want to start the game. Okay, we're going to try practice. Now, we got this at GameStop today for a whopping 49 cents. Gotta press B. I'm so used to pressing A when I want to select something. Player select. New. Once you have created a Mii, you can register that Mii as a player. Okay, let's see. We'll choose classic green Link because, I don't know, Link just doesn't look right in the other colors for me.
The Zora tunic and Goron tunic are also present. Now what? You never saw Link and the Goron and Zora tunic?
Top players. Okay, there we go. Link A. Okay, this is a really awkward setup. Essentially, just to kind of let you guys know what's going on here, since I don't have a way to record both video footage and audio footage on the same computer without being able to separate them, I like editing it as two separate tracks. I just find it gives me a little more control. Here's what I have to do. First, I have one laptop that I have my Wii hooked up to, and then there's another one that I have my headphones hooked into, and that's what we're recording their narration, and then I gotta go mix those together. So it's kind of weird. I've got the sensor bar sitting on the laptop keyboard here, so hopefully this will work decently. So 1-1. Ordon. What's Ordon? What book is that from? Wait, I keep pressing A. I gotta press B. Let's see what 49 cents at GameStop gets you. Okay, graphics aren't too bad. What do you think?
They look like they're so good.
Probably more along the lines of, oh, hey, there's a target that just popped up. Do I move? No, I'm using the thing. Oh, boom, boom.
Hey,
I
Dad.
tried to move, but there's a zoom. Okay, that was one button. Woo! And then, what does the other button do?
Hey, Dad.
That one doesn't do. Oh. Yes, bud?
So, you never saw a Link in the Goron or Zora tunic from Ocarina of Time?
I don't know if I... Ooh, I wonder if I can shoot the clay pots, because you can break them in any... Ah! Boom. Ah, this is really awkward in my setup here. Ah, boom, boom, boom. Die, die. Well, I'm not really killing anything.
Break those pots.
I'm trying to get the targets, because I think you're supposed to get the targets. Okay, I didn't get all the targets. I don't know, graphically it doesn't look too bad. I would say this is probably a
Goron City. I think this is Goron City.
So what are the Gorons?
So the Gorons are like, I have theories that they could be like Godzilla monsters.
Can I shoot the pumpkins? I can. Okay. This is awkward, because like I said, right now just the way my, where the Wii sensor bar is set, it really is kind of awkward and takes a little getting used to, and press the A button again to advance. Gotta press B. So I wonder if there's like a story mode, or... Well, you like what? 2-2. Ooh, jumping ahead here. So you like watching playthroughs and stuff like that on YouTube. You ever seen any... Ooh, we're moving now. Let's see. Die, fishies. So what are these things? Are these supposed to be Zora, or...?
I think those are hostile mini Zora. As there's two different types of Zora. Hostile Zora and friendly Zora. Also, speaking of the Zoras, I have theories that they're actually mermaids.
Oh, really? How's that? Why do you think they're mermaids? Ah! I got hit!
Oh, I think those are...
It's like Tektites?
Yeah. Tektites. So, Zoras are like mermaids because of their features. Do you actually agree with that?
Kind of. You know, they're people that live in the water.
Yep. Also an interesting thing, the Dorito from the Rito tribe.
Okay, this would probably be a lot easier if I was playing it on a regular TV, but unfortunately don't really have a way to record footage that way.
Unless by using a camera.
Yep. But that really wouldn't look good. So, let's see, what should we try? Fruit balloons. The Great Bridge Defender. So are there different modes, apparently, or... Target practice... Ranger. I always liked the Ranger class in Dungeons & Dragons, so let's try Ranger. Start. Oh, I can move. Well, that's kind of cool, I guess. There's, Wait, okay, how do I turn? Be nice if this game came with the instruction manual. But what are you gonna do when you get used games? Ah! Oh, they're shooting back!
Oh, they're using fire arrows.
Ah!
Now you get moblins that are using fire arrows.
Moblins. I always thought they threw spears. They are throwing spear, are they?
No, they're throwing fire.
Yeah, they got bows too. Ah.
They're fire arrows.
Ah! These guys.
In Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, they use a battle spear. Okay?
Yeah, I remember the original Moblins when they just used spears and they threw them at you. And hey, where's that coming from? Ah! Boom, headshot.
Yeah.
What's that? Is there like someone about to?
There's a moblin. Was right
Someone.
behind.
Oh, there's someone right behind me.
This is fun watching you.
Okay.
Despite you're not that good, you're actually
Got
okay.
shot. I'm not that good.
But you are doing good.
Well, this is the first time I'm playing this, kiddo. Do you think you could do any better?
I want to try.
Okay, so we're going to pause the game here for a sec while my son and I switch places, and we'll see if he does better. Let's see. How about this? 1-1. My score... Did it save my score? High score, 1901. So... Well, now my son is behind the controls, so he's going to see if he can do better than me.
Yup.
He probably can because he seems to be better at video games than I am, even though I've been playing them quite a bit longer. And we actually picked up Super Metroid recently for the Wii U on the Virtual Console, and he's actually better at that game than I am.
And I know how to wall jump.
Yes, he knows how to wall jump. I don't know why. I can wall jump in most other video games I've played where there's a wall jump mechanic, but for some reason, just, I don't know. I have a hard time wall jumping in Super Metroid. So not so easy when you're the one behind the control, huh?
What? I'm just getting used to it.
I know, I had to get used to it too, so...
Yep.
Because like I said, neither of us have played this game before, so it's kind of a new experience for both of us. Now, I wonder if this game is what some people would consider shovelware. One of the major complaints I've heard about the Wii is that a lot of the games on it were... Well, not a lot of them, but... Just about every game is going to have its share of what people like to call shovelware, which is... You beat me. You did better. I am humbled. Well, you got to see me play, so you got to... I kind of, broke it in for you. Okay, let's go to the other stage that I played, and we'll see how you do on that one. So, okay. Go to, what was it, 2-2, I think? I just randomly selected 2-2. Okay, you got to point the Wii remote at the computer.
I wanted to do something different.
Try 1-3. See how you do on that one. Let's see if you can beat my score there. You probably can because you beat my score on the first stage. I am humbled. My son is better at video games than I am.
I want to try this.
Okay, but as I was saying, Shovelware. It's a derogatory term that some people use to describe a game that pretty much you can use it as a manure shovel and that's about it. What the heck are these guys?
Gorons.
Gorons? Are they your friends, or... It's kind of weird where they're holding those.
They're
I'm
Gorons.
not going to make any... I'm not going to comment.
Gorons are typically, in my opinion, like Godzilla monsters.
This is... what were... Okay, I'm sorry. That's just kind of freaking me out the way they're holding those targets. But anyways.
Yeah, I don't like their...
It's like they're diapers. They're wearing diapers.
I really like the old.
Now, I suppose even though it's a fantasy game, they have to put them in some sort of clothing, but...
In Ocarina of Time, they weren't even in clothes.
So they're running around naked in Ocarina of Time?
They're just don't wear clothes in Ocarina of Time.
Okay. But if I can try to finish my thought here, shovelware, as I said, is a derogatory term that some people use to describe a game that... Well, let's just say that you could...
dang it, there's a Goron.
It's about the only thing that it's really good for is... the only thing that it's really good for is being a manure shovel. And the Wii has had a few pieces of shovelware. You know, these are usually games you buy at, of course, GameStop for 49 cents. Or usually you find in the bargain bin after a while.
Yeah, I think you can do better than...
Nah, I'm not gonna play. I mean, we're just doing a...
Okay, is it okay I can do it?
Yes, why don't you try one of the other stages I did and see how you do.
I want to do more...
So, I don't know, what do you think, Alan? Would you call this game so far, from what we've seen, would you call this game shovelware?
It just has a few minor... The aiming system is just a little wonky when you first get to it, but... if you just really are terrible on your aiming system and like any of the Wii Zelda games like that use like the Wii remote and nunchuck and you point it at the TV like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess Wii version.
You've never played either of those games.
But
have you? Well, unless you, I don't know if you were at a friend's house and they played them.
So, should I, what do you want?
Try 1-3, I did that one. See if you can beat my score.
I want to do something different.
Okay, do something different.
Fine, I'll just do 1-3.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd call this...
I don't like it that you use...
Okay, see if you can beat my score here. I don't know if I'd call this game shovelware so far, but then again, like I said, we've only been playing it for a few minutes.
What the?
However, basically, however long this video turns out to be...
How do I even play this?
Okay, you gotta use the little thumbstick on the nunchuck to move around. And then, of course, you move the,
this is so terrible!
Don't like this part, huh?
I can't even move!
I think are you zooming?
I'm right now trying...
Press the zoom button. I'm so glad that they give you unlimited arrows in this game. Who knows, maybe in one of there's a challenge mode where they... make you have limited ammo, but... Okay, you gotta look for... Alan, you gotta point the remote up so you see the blue crosshairs. Because remember, since we're playing this on a laptop screen, it's different than if we were playing this on...
This game is... When you're... I think it's just shovelware. Or when I... What? Look it.
Wow. You know, I'd be more worried about these moblins than a dead animal on a fire. I don't think I can climb up there.
Oh, this game is so glitchy in this day. Just don't
play. Well, I
play
think what's wrong is it's just how you're aiming there, so...
I can... Now I'm kind of...
Oh, you got 5 seconds. 2, 1...
let's just say I did that.
You did not. Well, you can at least tell your friends that you beat your dad and beat your dad's score in one thing. So, I think we're gonna close this out for now. So, like I said, this is just kind of a preliminary episode, just to kind of see how it goes. You know, again, when you're listening to this on the, iTunes, of course, you're only going to get the audio, but I will eventually post the video part of it on the Facebook page. So, go to Point of Insanity Game Studio on Facebook, and you can check out the video footage. So, what's your final verdict? Do you think this is just basically shovelware?
It's just mainly glitchy for beginners on like stages where you move around.
So do you think this game was worth the 49 cents we paid for it?
Worth it, but I just don't like the levels where you had to move Link around.
Well, who knows? Maybe if we actually play this on the regular TV where we've got the sensor bar set up properly.
Keeping it.
Yeah, maybe we could. Maybe it'll work a little
Maybe
easier.
let's keep it. It
Okay.
is shovelware.
Okay, so you don't think it's shovelware? I think it might be kind of a fun game to play around with every now and then. Graphically, it's not too bad. Music seems okay. I think they probably made this game more as a way to, get you to buy the zapper and give you a pack-in game with that. And that's another topic I might discuss on a future show someday. Pack-in games. No, pack-in games. It's a tradition usually when a lot of times with the video game system they include a pack-in game which is supposed to showcase what the game can do. Like for example, one of the first game system I ever owned, the NES. I had the set with I had the Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt because the game came with the controllers and the zapper. So the Super Mario that let you see what you could do with the controllers, and the zapper, of course,
allowed you to play Duck Hunt.
Yep, that let you see what you can do with the zapper. So, well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. I know this is quite a bit shorter than my normal episode, and stay tuned for more of Al's Bargain Bin Adventures.
With also starring me.
Yes, my son will probably be joining me on a few of these. So, thank you for joining us, and remember to check out Point of Insanity Game Studio on Facebook. Also visit poigamestudio.com. If you have any ideas for games you'd like to see me try playing and doing shows on in the future, or if you have ideas for topics you'd like to see me try, feel free to send me a message either through my website or post it to Facebook. Don't be shy. So thank you for joining us, and have a good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever it is,
or
wherever
night.
you are. Yes, or night. And happy gaming.